I forgot.
You don't pay 1.5 for rent. You pay 150 for agents. Pay another 150 for this. Pay another 150 for this. So you don't declock 2 point something million rand minus. They can't tell you say, oh, you paid service charge inside there also.
Yeah.
They can't tell you say your service charge no include money to pump water. You get room. Ventilation, no dey. They don't even think of that. The idea of cross ventilation a new thing.
My toilet
For here.
then was my toilet window. Somebody's room is opposite the other side. You want to pour something inside? Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to Just Being Adultish. Episode will start.
So while we are waiting, so if you know you've not gone to see our previous episode from zero to hero, if you know what I'm talking about, please go back to that episode, like and subscribe if you're not subscribed to our channel. And yep.
Yeah. If you've not done all of the things, please do it.
For somebody that was serious.
Okay. Who's that? Not serious?
But
you need to watch that. You need to watch that episode again. From everything with me, I don't talk about the past
from zero to hero.
You need to watch that episode again. Man, we're back.
Yeah.
How would you describe today?
Chill. Most part of the day. I think I've been chill actually. Like today just the difference. When they do so much this Saturday, like I actually was studying. Like I want to do more, you know.
Well, there are some books I want to read. I've just not got
I've been studying. I wasn't talking about all this
kind of but now still career related. Okay. I don't know. I just haven't got. You get this thing with now. I admire Ben from that last episode.
Okay.
Because I don't know about you, but me. Okay. Now condition driven.
Technically, the same thing I do. Because some other things might feel like a waste of time for me.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's why I think I enjoy binging on YouTube. Because when I can easily find stuff that just see
quick,
something quick, and it's easier if it's like, let's say 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. And back then, you get times I would just stack videos. Stack.
Watch later.
Not even watch later.
Oh, yeah, you go open tab. You just
open different tabs.
No, I need to do tab. I need to watch later now. But the thing is, I don't always get back to them, but sometimes it might take a while. But
this one,
I watch some.
I never get back to them, so there's no need.
Okay, so today's conversation. Did you see the whole drama that's been happening online about how the cost of houses in Lagos? You know, there's one guy.
I don't know his name, but I see if there's any way that guy can get my support. I don't know, but I can, voice my support. That's the only way I can do. There's really not much me I can do, but follow our protest.
If he decides he need a parent in protest, it's solidarity.
Is it to
push from the house? Okay, so it's sort of that one coupled with, I think it's been like a year since this period now, like 1 year since we moved come this side.
Yeah.
So I just thought, hey,
it's not a year technically, but
I said this period now. No, for me it's been a year. You know, I moved in before you.
Yeah. That's true.
For you know.
It's not April.
No, I moved in like a month before you know.
That was like March, not February.
Okay.
This is 1st of March.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I moved in like this first week in March. Technically. Yeah. So I just thought, hey, it's a good conversation to have now. More just, hey, look at some of the things that happened there. And then talk about this whole madness with house rent for Lagos, the HNP, the culture fee, legal, and all of those things. So, but a good place to start, right? I think let's start from, hey, why did we move in the first place? How that let me start Abi. This last move.
No, it was me that started.
Are you sure?
Yes, no.
No, not you. Let me start move talk.
No.
Because I remember that it was supposed to be, it was my brother that brought up the conversation. When I come tell you, say, hey, Say,
Yeah, me, I
look
can't tell you,
at
see
house,
me.
let them say,
Remember, now you be no one move.
no, I've been no one move, but I've been the fine house.
Mm.
But I've no
Yeah.
move. That whole period, when I was thinking of the conversation today, I just kept thinking back to some of the things I experienced. That they are right. The way I
No,
look
no,
find
no,
the
no,
house.
no, no.
Some of the things I experienced while I was looking for the house. I saw a lot of houses. I went to a lot of places. I saw some good things, some bad things, some ridiculous. But
You remember that? You remember the first one? That
Eh.
first place where we've been there now? Like the first house, after you don't contact the agent now, like, because the agent when your contacts now, Pens give me the guy. Because the guy don't help my find house. So I'm like, oh, since this guy was able to look for this thing
Let me find
quite
another one.
decent. Yeah, he should be able to easily help me find another one. Man, about the first house this guy carry us go. Shame no fit catch me. Not just that shame no fit. The man carry us reach there. The house was just, I think they were building on that house here. The owners of the house had a house that they were trying to complete. Then another one on this side. As we got in, people were still living in the house. The woman just carry us enter. Say, don't worry, say these people they go soon come out. Say just carry on, say they will show me the house, carry us, enter inside. Say, look, see this thing. Yeah, say the one, what's this? Interlock. Yeah,
the compound.
they never interlock am. See the one interlock am. But once we pay, then go use and sort out the
Complete the-
interlocking. In that kind of position, most especially when it's not even what you're looking for, you wouldn't want to be rude. You just say, oh, okay.
No problem.
Just engage the person. Make it not be like, immediately we leave that place, I want the man. See, this is the example of things that I don't want. It's even though it's small thing, I will just leave us there. Come out. What kind of rubbish is this?
To find house for Lagos. One thing na to even get the money first. That part safe now. The first part. Say, and now I dey assume say you don't get the money.
Yeah, like
The
that.
money
Where
dey,
one day
na
like
there
this.
we start from. Because if we want talk about you, the process of getting the money, that's another journey. So now you don't get the money, you have the money, right? It will take you a ridiculously long and stressful journey to get a
Yeah.
good house.
Yeah.
Which you would think that for the amount they charge for all of these things, that would not be the case.
That's the
Hey,
sad part about house.
tell this guy, say, Baba, I'm looking for a house in Bagada, for example, right? And I'm going to tell you how many bed. You tell him how many bed. I'm going to tell you, hey, the range is from this to this. And they won't argue the rent again. You're
Yeah.
fine with it.
Yeah.
You would think that I don't give you these specifications. It's supposedly easy for you now to find based on this, right?
Yeah.
No be like say I define too low end where you go say, oh, because of my budget, it is tight. But you go still reach there. They go show you house where you say, well, as they go, you know where they go the place. First of all, agent, you go pay am
The first,
you go pay am whether they finder's fee, whether you see the house or not.
I think
Each time that they go, you go pay finder's fee.
the first thing, first and foremost, is to understand that the agent no send you.
He send you.
The moment you understand that agent no send
That's
you,
when they collect
everything when they try
money from each
just-
person when they come show the house first.
anything when they try to not just ensure say you buy, whether the house is good or not, they do not care. Because once they collect that money from you and go, it's over. You can't take
You
it
can't do
back.
anything about it now.
Basically, you can't
It's
do anything
the consulting fee. Once you don't read there, whether you like the answer or not, they don't pay the money.
Just consulting fee they
No, I just
those are
I
small,
dey equate
okay,
am. Once you
okay.
read there, just because I give you the ear,
Yeah,
you guys pay that money first. And then when agent they carry you, they go somewhere. You never tell you say na the house with that.
Yeah.
But you don't send a picture. But one day they go to play, you dey see the house. Your mind they try convince you say, no, that can't be the
That
house.
can't-
As they go, they try convince you say that can't be the house this guy wants to show me. You go, you go ask him, now the house with this, you go tell you, nah, the area with. When I found this one, what even made it work was, I know we had explored Bagada. We don't work out Bagada. Remember the one I saw in Millennium, the one we liked?
Yeah.
That one was nice.
Oh yes, I remember.
The one
I
that had
remember
only two
Yes, I
two
remember that.
apartments in
Yes,
the
I remember
compound.
that. I remember that.
It was nice, and the whole process of, oh yeah, now I've seen the house. I like, let me talk to the landlord now. That now became
I
easy. It
remember
was
that
even a
they
tougher
say
journey that,
snap picture, photocopy the
oh
picture,
boy,
talk to agent.
you bring referee.
Agent tell you that the landlord is not yet. Don't even
Then
talk and
now
say it
the
was
landlord
100
is
years.
not
Yes, the
ready.
one's in just ready now. You go call first.
Like,
As it.
I'm like, first of all, your house is ridiculously expensive, but that's not my issue now. I'm ready to pay you. Okay, yeah, give me a house now. I say, landlord not really dey ready right now. Landlord no dey rush to collect money. I'm like, I don't go there how many times? You don't go. I just tell the guy, say, boy, find me another one. You can't go show me another one inside that Millennium State. But it wasn't as dope as that. It was bigger, but it was more of like an older structure kind of thing. I just did. I don't work at actually all those area there. Get the day with one agent carry me go. You be like say he use me go the, I don't know, you that use me the drive other client or with it. I don't know how you just convince me that day. Cause I've been so desperate for the house. So I don't get choice. I did come. That one where I tell you say don't show me rubbish house, show me rubbish house. The last one you can go show me. I tell you say I want rent house of how many million? 3 point, 2 point. They show me house to buy of 60 million. And that night wey I come realize say no be me be the person wey him carry comot that day. Me I just be extra money. Na the guy wey come see that house be main client for that day. Me I just be extra money wey pay am the say that. And it was very crazy. I now reached out to, okay, I now told NSC, yeah boy, I don't find this place well. NSC moved to, where be that NSC? Where be that name? I go there, I'll be sharing something. I don't forget the name. NSC I come link me up with the agent. The agent come, I can't tell the guy, say, see, leave Bagada. Just come out for Bagada. No space, leave Bagada again. I don't check the whole Bagada. Find somewhere good for me. And he sent me a bunch of places. But the only one I actually checked out was this one. Abi? Yeah, I think it was only this one I checked out.
Okay.
And I saw it and it had everything. And I'm like, hey, okay, makes sense. Now I thought that was the end. I did the second phase now, which is the guarantor back and forth start with the house actual agent. And then we were doing back and forth. You go bring guarantor. Normally now you just give your guys to sign as guarantor. Don't give them. They say it has to be person where they work for. It has to be person where they work for government or maybe police or pastor.
Religious person stuff.
And I'm like, so if I don't know any of these people now, I don't feel rent house. I've given you everything. You have all my credentials, you have everything. So you know who I am. There's no like, and I've even given you at least people that know me. And they're like, no, you have to do this. The guy's fine now. I tell you, your papa, I know your papa can come in now. He's your papa. I go find one of my family police woman that over there. I don't know this is, but it was crazy. You get one thing will happen for that. I'm not sure I don't tell you this part before. With the agent fee.
You know, you told me.
I tell you,
and I've been telling you. If you remember, you don't say you don't tell me again.
I didn't tell you.
Because I told you, because I knew, because I actually had experienced that thing before. But I can't tell you, I say, make I know where. I said, okay, no problem. No wahala. Because I knew that was going to happen.
Then that when even me and that woman they debated it when I was I did consider to tell her. I just look up, say no, at least the house is worth it. So I wouldn't just make me, and which is a thing I've never understood around all those fees and this thing.
Yeah.
Who build house? Now landlord. The landlord build the house.
Okay.
Of all the fees, how many day? You go pay the rent, you go pay caution fee, you go pay legal and agreement, you go still pay agent. Right? Agent na 10%. Abi? 10% in lowest. 10%. Some people they do 20%. Some people go still do 20% for let 2 years. Caution 10%. How much? I don't forget. Legal too. So you're paying almost extra 40, 30 minimum, right? On top the rent, extra 30% minimum. On all of this is. Who built house now, landlord? My former house was Ilaje, which was a funny one too. Nah. Okay, now agent carry me go. But when that time we want rent the second one
For me,
the back, I go show you that. But I was like, okay.
Since you know the landlord,
I know the landlord one. We would not need to pay
agent
fee again too. Legal, we can walk around it. Caution. I should be able to stand and say, hey, I'm already living in your house, so you should not worry that if anything goes wrong. I've been here for a while, so and then the man can tell me say, gas pay.
To me, like that was one very terrible thing, because it means that even the landlords, they understand these things, and it's really not fair. So even if you go to, so imagine trying to explain to somebody that even if you know the landlord, you still have to pay all of it. It still makes no difference because you still pay agent. I think that one is greed on the landlord's part. There's really nothing anyone wants to tell you, because how would you know somebody, like the person lives in your house, and then the moment this person wants to, okay, I have someone that wants to rent the place. You're not telling the person now that the person will still have to pay agent, despite the fact no agent brought the person to that house. At least you say, okay, since there's no agent in this transaction, you just pay agreement legal. That makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
So if you say you can't remove any money from that section, it's totally understandable. But then coming to say that you still have to pay an agent, it's like
even the caution fee sef. I can't remember last time I hear see person collecting caution fee back when in leave house. Because the story I hear almost every time is the landlord go find way.
they would
cut that money. If you see anything inside, you won't try. You go find way, find something for the house, so you go tell you say, nah, this thing I go use fix. Which is crazy, really. I remember when you rent your house for the other one, where they tell you say the house go ready the 2 weeks. I mean,
that house took longer.
And I do way that you guys do the.
Oh no, that one wasn't given. The only thing that we were really concerned with was the light.
No, before here, not for the other side.
Yes, I know now. It was the light. If you can remember, we didn't have light for a while.
Okay.
Because landlords were moving back and forth with
NEPA.
Back and forth.
Even here, it's the same thing.
This one was even better, because outside the back and forth, they actually sorted it out in 1 month. But it was like, how would I start experiencing the same thing all
over again?
So I think that one on its own is like the disadvantage of renting very new houses.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those things might have not been done.
Especially if you're the first person to live there.
You're the first person to live there. And that's on that thing, because if you're the first person to live there, there's no review, there's no nothing. You don't know the kind of neighbors you have or you will be having. So it's just a thing of all of us are coming on a clean slate.
Yeah.
So let's just figure all of this out. And to be funny, the funny enough is like that can be the make or break moment of that. Let me call it community, that small community. Like when we were staying over at the other side that they broke down, right? The place was like, it was a refurbished place. Like, that's the real definition of house. They refurbished the house. Like, imagine the person see this thing. That place was actually dungeon. They refurbished the house. Right? Imagine a house of how many persons were even staying in that place? If I could calculate, it's over 60.
It passed, reach 100.
I'm guessing it might be.
If you don't reach 100,
because only my line was like 20.
And he had about 4 or 5
floors. Yeah, you're right.
And if you enter that, the other side, if you enter, you go like this.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So imagine a place like that, and the 100 of you have to live as a community to ensure that place moves. And coupled with the fact that the building on its own was owing 2 million in NEPA bill.
You never enter.
You never enter. They don't tell you all this thing. What they just tell you, say, don't worry, we are going to
sort it out.
We're
already working on it.
As in, you sort it. Imagine every night we're having light issue. Because NEPA will come, you people are having our stand, they'll cut our light. Nice, we'll come and say will help us hang out. Early morning, this is a building of almost 100%. So what did the agent want to do? Or whoever was supposed to be in charge, they wanted to move the bill to our head, so that they're able to like convince us, say, you know that you already stay here now, so just small this thing, and then you can almost small thing. Because what did we do? One December period when they were giving us steady lights, like all of us gather like this, go
Nepa office.
Can't they beg Nepa can't say that I really don't forget anything they talk. But then it's just frustrating with the house issues. And it's like, because every person that is, not every, many of them, once just, because that house, this thing now seems like easy money kind. I don't even know if I'll say that's it. Because Lagos is a place where people
you get the house, no matter how bad it is, somebody is going to rent it. You will see an apartment where they are quoting you millions, 3 million, and the kitchen you don't fit spread hand. You like cannot this. Like if it you know fit spread. If you say kitchen dinner, very small kitchen, they don't put one cabinet up, abi.
And nothing.
That place now, you know if you stand there, you know if you put big fridge for your kitchen, which is shit. You have you get room. Ventilation, no, there is no ventilation. They don't even think of that. The idea of cross ventilation, a new thing.
My toilet then was, see, my toilet window. Somebody's room is opposite to that side. Somebody's room, like not say the type of place where they sing for toilet when they bath. You know,
but you don't feel sick. Or the other person, your neighbor will get issues on the steady.
You're always closing.
Okay, that's true. That's toilet for this side.
You're always closing your
lights can't enter that toilet.
I know lights can't enter. At some point, toilets started having a funny smell.
Wow, and you pay ridiculous
money for this things.
Another annoying thing with it happen. I say, okay, yeah, this you go see house now. Okay, with all the conditions, you don't agree. Say,
okay,
I go pay, which is one of the things I wouldn't advise anybody to do, except you have time and you're not in a rush. Maybe you did sorry, but you just want you get like 6 months extra. No go collect house they never build finish.
There was one house. The house was totally incomplete. Papa carry me go the house. He tell me say, like when we reach there, I can't actually find the house.
Because it don't look like the house. He can't tell me.
He cannot be.
You can't tell me this is the house you want to rent.
It cannot be this. Papa tell me say, see the house. I say, I don't understand. He say, this house now, not too long now they go complete. I say a lot of people don't even deposit money for the place to go. I'm confused because it's like I'm fairly still new in Lagos, and it's like, what is happening here? Like that house work at that period. It was because you're moving to one place, go carry you go one place, carry you go another. I think another thing is this, right? Regardless of how much you have, except you have like a huge amount of money like saved, right? Because you might tend to see what you would like, but then it's going to be more than your budget.
It's most likely
going to be more than your
and they'll see the Russian on top.
Thank you. As in like, so, and it's not even something that when you say, okay, you're going to go and beg the person or stuff like that. And let's say the developers they're not even really helping issues, because the new houses they build now are terrible houses.
It's terrible now. Yeah.
Terrible houses.
Terrible. Rooms. First of all, like space not there again for like the main city, abi. So waiting and they do now, they'll go to get old house, abi, and then try to make the most of it. Which means if they build on one plot, and the one plot space you get, and most likely house already there around this thing. So you know if you say make I expand anything, no. What they will now do is, okay, how do we make the absolute most out of this one plot we will get? Which means you know need Namu they get leg room for room. When you don't sleep, why you won't work out? So if you put bed, you don't need extra space now. Namu they get wardrobe when you feel fold cloth. And then you now realize that they don't do that thing. So the market say this building gets 10 one bedroom or 10 two bedroom. In reality, that thing's supposed to be 5. But what do they go do? We say they go squeeze and. What is that idea what they do for that Ebola open kitchen? we use theories like that. Squeeze.
God, that time when we say if I dey cook for my house, I dey open everywhere. I dey open everywhere. Ziploc one that what is it called? Pure water factory was
they down.
Once that generator one and they close.
Well, I mean, I think that's something that really whoever can look into it should look into it. But moving away from the Lagos madness, let's talk about the experience of moving. Maybe the first time we moved, but I think this one is a fresh one. I think this one was a different type of moving.
No, it was very different.
I can't explain how it was different, but it was a different type of moving.
It was different actually.
How long did it take you to get comfortable in a new space?
Comfortable. So, but I think it might even be up to, if not, she wasn't even like 2 months. So
Serious?
when I mean comfortable,
Like this is now okay. This is now. Hey, now my house with this now. I don't know that they explain that way, but you get time maybe we say,
it was like I really don't get the
I
concept.
mean, I know now the thing can self.
Because when I'm saying
maybe like the
comfortable,
first time we live on your own.
then, but not just that. Okay, to put it into perspective, right? I left a smaller place to a far bigger place, so the comfort was really different because I could breathe better. So I could breathe better. In fact, I don't know for okay, your place was already
Mine was already
so I could breathe better. It was like then my house. If you pass 2 persons inside a crowd.
a crowd. Even that 2 persons, it has been 2 slim people. Okay, that for the other time you get your 6x6 bed.
Oh, okay. Imagine you have 6x6. You're moving to the next house. You say 6x6 no fit enter. What do you do? I go sit on my bed by 4x6 or 4.5.
What are your house be small? Like how they think house be actually small. Are you even try? You make the most of that.
It really was small.
Even small.
The house just fits
A
one
single
person.
person.
Just one person. Maybe say if not only you just
nobody else is staying. Maybe anybody they come, they go. But
Yeah.
nobody else, I'll just see there.
Yeah. So it's like and maybe rethinking the space because what I in that former place what I did was like the regular kind of space where you have parlor and the bedroom.
Yeah.
Right. My brother took over the space. I love what he did with the space. So instead of doing a parlor and the bedroom, he made the place that's supposed to be the parlor, the bedroom.
Okay.
And the other place that's supposed to be the bedroom, his workspace.
Okay.
You get so it's like I don't
You
really
don't
need
need a parlor.
what do I need a parlor for? It's like just do your thing if you have your system. So I think sometimes what we just need to do, but that's just unnecessary creativity that Lagos houses are just giving you. And then imagine if your place is just only
Single room.
a single room. So it's like it brings a lot of other complexities. But then this place though it brought like the place is like quite different.
Yeah.
It brought proper air and a lot of space for you to explore different things. But well, outside that, man,
I think that's one of the things I appreciate most about it. Like it's just very open.
yeah, very spacious.
It's not perfect, but it's one of the best
like,
you would find.
No, like I wouldn't see for the kind of houses you get in Lagos. This is one of the most perfect that you can kind
no,
of
you still
find.
get flaws.
No, of course he has his flaws, but unlike before, where we say person won't come my place, they always hesitate because one, you don't even get compound. But this one, I don't really hesitate because it's like I am certain that see when it comes to houses and spaces, I would say I live one of the best places, no, but somewhere that when you see you be like, oh, okay, no, I really like this how the compound and how the ambience of your space is. So
what was it like? What was it like setting up?
I made a lot of mistakes setting up.
Let's say you make
made a lot of mistakes. I think for those people that are looking at, except you have like
funds,
like serious funds that even if you throw away a lot of funds, you would not feel it. Right. Outside that, the mistake that we made was just overthinking. Right?
Yeah,
we overthink a lot of we overthink a lot.
You know what you call that? Now the space. Where you get space.
The house was big. I think that's why I say, the other millennium one. If they had given us that space,
and that one would have been less work.
That would be less work. It really would have been less work.
This one they gave you like
just gave you space.
Whole ass space.
They didn't do anything for you.
Figure it out.
So I think that was like the main issue because they didn't do anything. So you were thinking of you really can't move into this place like this. So initially, my initial idea was I'm just going to be doing my space as I need.
Yeah.
But I just kind of like thought about it. So one of the things that discouraged that was I really do not want to move in and I have people walking inside my house. You get? So imagine say, okay, now I don't set up my room. Like after setting up my room, and I'm like, okay, I want to take like 3 months or 4 months to
Yeah.
finish up my space. So it simply means that when you enter at some point, which might actually be the best for you if you're the type, if you just make overthink am.
Yeah, just the cut them
Right?
small,
Just
small,
the
they
do
go.
am small. But then you have to take the discomfort that comes with it. You
Mm.
understand? So once you just that way would really help you trim down exactly
What you want.
instead of
What
doing
you need
things.
rather,
Yeah,
yes.
exactly what you need, instead of doing things that might be. But then if you have the money, of course, go wild. You understand? Just go wild.
Mm. Yeah, I think that's one of the mistakes I also made. It's not like I was in a rush to do stuff. I just put myself in that situation where it now feels like I'm in a rush to do stuff, right? Because my house was not expiring at the time.
Yeah.
My current house, I still had like almost a year left. I had like 9 months left on my rent.
Yeah.
And I just put myself in that situation. Okay, man, just the do, I'm the do, I'm the go. One thing I would do differently if I was saying that, oh, I wish I had done it, just maybe take it in bits. Take it in bits, right?
Yeah.
Maybe just, hey, what are the essentials right now?
Yeah.
And then it cannot afford me the opportunity itself to prepare it the way I want
As
it.
in, like, it would have given you that space to think about exactly how I would prefer my space. Not from a space of, oh, you have space. It would be nice to have this, nice to have this, nice to have. Then you realize, oh, that's true. And then you go ahead to do those things. And then after doing those things and you're not moving in, and you then realize that, I don't make mistake. But then, unlike that, when you don't already moving, you can. But then the only disadvantage to that can also be a lot of things will just be flying around in your space.
But you plan it, because even right now, we say we don't do, I still do work for the house.
Yeah, of course you like. Of
so-
course you still do work, but I feel like it's different at this point.
No, there's a trade-off now. You go, well, you can't have it all at the end of the day, right? You just, hey, okay. Another thing will make that whole experience that time a bit stressful. I think that's like one of the all-time dollar.
Yeah,
So things was ridiculous. It was almost 2K that time. I was like,
yeah.
It was,
On that part where I really don't think, because you are in the dilemma of, should I go ahead to do this thing, or
will it come down? Will it?
So it's like,
And nobody was sure. Nobody
nobody
sure.
was
So
certain of
it was
anything.
like, hey, people were leveraging on it and just preparing for the worst.
Of course, and then you didn't want to stall, because
And
the longer you stay,
that
more
period it
increase.
was going up
It was
every
going
day.
up every day.
So you didn't know where it would end up, man.
Exactly.
And then you're rushing.
Make it no be
this thing.
1-5. Now you say, no, what I go wait, I go when it go stop now 1-9, and then you regret when
Why
it
you
started
did just
doing.
do am that time?
So I think in hindsight, it would have just been maybe to just chill. But the thing is like
Even now again the hindsight now, because then you no go know say things go you go do like this. You know, don't say, okay, hey, I can actually afford to just do this thing. Actually, you'll be like, okay, let me just get it done. And then you just dig over. But hey, that period there, when the house finished, that's like my brokest of broke I've been in a long time. It like, cause that period I had so much anxiety after the whole thing that I was always worried that, I tell you that time that if anything goes wrong right now, I have made the worst financial decision.
See, I still call it a financial mistake from my side. Like, I love the house, don't doubt.
No, me too.
Every other thing I did inside was a financial mistake.
That period I did worry. Even we walk, like each time I'm having a walk, I tell you that each time I'm having a walk conversation that it's not so, it doesn't sound so great. There's this worry I always had then that if anything goes wrong now, this is like the worst time in my life for something
to go wrong.
Because I basically exhausted every single fund I had. Like, nobody say I get backup somewhere. I used up, I know I got the amount to ask, but I used up every single money I had that period. And each time I needed to make a payment for something, there was this fresh realization that, oh fuck, I'm in too deep. But the problem is
Be
that
like
you're
Ponzi.
already in too deep.
Be like Ponzi scheme. You don't go
Hey,
inside.
God.
You say, you know, if you call, like mine wasn't. Mine wasn't.
You
Yeah.
know, it was. I think it's an experience that hey,
Mm-hmm.
it stays with you forever. But
Yeah,
that's the
it
good or
does.
the bad. Yeah,
It
there were a
does.
lot of good parts, right? I worked to somebody that technically the story long.
Very long.
But one of the regrets I have again from that whole experience is that it made me lose somebody that I actually cared about so much as a friend.
Yeah.
Made me lose that friendship
Yeah.
because there was a whole lot of things happening at that period. That it was just a crazy thing that hey, okay, looking back later, perhaps I would have done a lot of things differently and it would have saved us a lot of unnecessary things in the process. But so far, sharp. There's nothing like staying alone. It's exciting. Or there's nothing like having your own space.
No, yeah, that's the thing.
It's
Like,
exciting.
yes, when you have not just your space. Maybe there are people that do fine in smaller spaces.
It's your space.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's your space.
Your
Okay,
space.
regardless of whether it's small.
It's your
You're right,
space.
you're right. Regardless of whether it's small.
Your
but
space. That's the main thing. It's your
that's the main
space.
thing.
When I was 7 in Oshun, I get one where I stay in a 1 room apartment.
Yeah.
And it was nice because let me get the space. That was like the first time where I had a space to my let me did there. You know, they we know grow up for house where you say you get 1 room. I'm going to my room.
Get 4 brothers, all of us inside that room.
You don't get it. And then in school too, I was around family also. So it was not like I had my own space there, but it's a different kind of thing where it's still a family here. You can't just you never just move the way you feel like to move and all of those things. But it was a fun experience, dude. What else? What do we underestimate the most when moving?
The amount of money you spend.
Actually, I know really think.
The funny thing was that somehow I did some calculation in my head that okay, this shouldn't exceed this. Only when everything started, it.
Oh boy, first purchase exceed what you carry for buy itself.
Well,
First day when you buy something.
I think that's just. But a lot of people, despite what we are saying, our own is just basically financial condition. They make us talk a lot. So I think so. If you're in our speed, just trying to figure it out, and maybe somehow you have some money stacked. Like okay, I want to use this amount of money to move. I don't think it's really going to be wise for you to pull all of that money
into
moving. No, it's best.
I'm waiting to do be that now.
Yeah, so I think it's best you do the things you really need, like your bedroom. If you need to fix your bathroom, fix it. Then, as much as possible, then move. Then start doing every other thing, little by little, like really space it.
Well, maybe the other day I finally buy a center tape.
Exactly. I think you can space it throughout like the whole year.
Space it, man.
With that, you will be able to. I think with that, you will understand your space. You understand what works,
what you like,
what would not work, what I like, what might not, or what I do not like. Make you just look, say, oh, I carry XYZ amount of money and I want to put all of this money, and then you get someone that maybe does a design, shows you some good to have. And next thing, because you're putting a lot of funds inside, and then boom, you're done.
Get anything you buy where you never use for your house as well.
I really do not think, because even everything we will do, say after I don't do, I say going to prepare you for body.
You force yourself to use that.
You force yourself to use that.
I must use you.
How
about your air fryer?
That's as easy. Imagine I buy air fryer. I'll be using it when I saw NEPA bill.
But when they move, as the band on a day. In fact, before you even get the house,
this one I even knew.
Now they give the advice now.
Of course, but like okay.
Now they give the advice.
Actually, sir.
Before you even find the house,
it's supposed to give
ask questions.
Not just that. This house they get their own. You get your own.
You get a meter.
No, anybody wait there say no worry, they go provide them. If that is a deal breaker for you, don't enter.
Don't do more.
My former house. The one where the landlord tell me say, don't worry, when we are entering, every of these apartments, my was in 1 bed. They tell me every of these apartments will have one prepaid. I happy get house. Say they assign one prepaid to 4 houses.
And that's so now technically now every of these apartments will get out.
And that one prepaid came later.
But I
Like I had to buy generator to be running. My generator ran for almost 3 to 6 months. I really don't know.
No, even here too,
So-
we made, and that was on me too, because it's not something that came up during that initial conversation at any point about the solar panels.
Oh.
It was after the fact that the conversation on panels now came up.
You
Because
know,
even upstairs they didn't even know about it.
They didn't know.
They didn't know until when
even,
they
even
wanted
the light,
to do it now.
even the light. You know, when you told me that, I knew from the beginning that these people are really not going to provide this stuff. But then it was like,
which one for which light? Which of the light?
The just postpaid now. No.
Oh no, I didn't have an issue with that one because technically it's still the same thing. It's just a flip because you have your check meters now. So at the end of the day, whatever you pay for is what you use. So you have the unit cost. As far as you have a unit cost that is publicly known, you're just paying for what you use. So that's why I wasn't worried about that. But the one I didn't see coming was the gen part. I didn't understand the terms around the gen really at first. And because why I didn't pay attention to the gen on was I was banking on the fact that, hey, if I live here, I'm going to save money to put solar and then just increase it over time so that it solves my problem. So when they were talking about gen that time, it didn't even because you know when they tell yourself I could not go use the gen. So you didn't pay attention to it. And then when you now wanted to do this, you can't hear say person not try put solar and then tell them make say you know go work. So that's one other thing there.
And I think for most especially for people that own houses like in the future, I think what might be best is for you to list out the things you're going to offer, the things that you're not, so that if somebody is coming to your house, they are going to see everything up front. Do you get? Like if they come, I go see, and because the thing is Lagos, you're in Lagos. There are people that are so desperate to look for a house that at some point anything is what like.
What is over there? We've not even talked about service charge.
Well, this service charge, because because if you bring out a condition, there are people that are willing to accept that condition.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense that you don't talk about it only when someone has paid everything that they're supposed to pay and then they are trapped.
A quick one.
And then as in like
you don't pay 1.5 for rent, you pay 150 for agents, pay another 150 for this, pay another 150 for this. So you don't declock 2.something million rand minus. They can't tell you say, oh, you paid service charge inside there also. They can't tell you say your service charge no include money to pump water. So you guys you shock. We go you gotta realize say, okay. So what you can't do the service charge? They can't tell you some big.
And that's the annoying thing about Lagos because of how stressful it is. And then you realize that you really do not want to go through these stresses. You just have to like manage the place like that. And I think outside that, if you're looking for a house in Lagos, first start searching like 6 months before you want to move. That way you're not going to be desperate. You're not going to be in a rush. You'll not be desperate. You most likely might not be anxious. By then, you should have been able to save enough money. Yeah. Let's say before that 6 months time, you already have your funds. So that by the time you see, when you now start searching, you now see the state of houses within that period. That way you can say, okay, I have a budget of 1 million, but what I'm looking at now, or the kind of things I really want, 1 million cannot do it. Can you add up more? And that way, but the thing for me about searching early is that I have this fear. What if I search and then I see what I want? What thing I would do? But see, Lagos house is not like that.
You don't still get the money now, so it don't make no difference. Except that you don't get the money.
Lagos house is not like that. That's the annoying thing.
This 6 months we're talking about, the 6 months is too long, about just putting it there. Just big number. It is assuming that by that 6 months before you start searching, you already have the money.
So and that 6 months, what if they do now instead of frequenting looking for houses and do once in 2 weeks?
Casual,
once in 2 weeks, try different house, try different areas, maybe ask questions as to how those areas are.
Because the worst thing you go do, where you go like do to yourself now, that desperate part way your rent they expire in 3 weeks.
And then
now you want my house.
It's funny things how you think like 3 weeks enough time for you to.
But agents go use you sharp. Sure.
Yeah, I think you're better off when the agent when you're the one like dictating things. When the agent try to bring nonsense for you, they go even answer and say,
That first time I opened this Property Pro, Nigerian property something, and you see houses, very very awesome houses, and you call the agent will tell you, still day. That agent knows fully that house he didn't day. He knows that the house, but if he tell you say the house no day, that in 3,000, 5,000. Wait for agent when they collect that first time, he no go collect am now. So he go tell you say the house day, make you come. Then when you reach there, he had no intention of showing the house. Even if he show you the house, he know say the house no day. You can't tell you say, when you don't reach there, you know that they do that thing. First of all, then they always get person for the place so they will talk to, or they'll get call that will make there. You can't tell you say, that house person just collect am now or yesterday. But he get another one. Once they knock you that, he get another one. First, you don't pay the 5,000. So you really don't get choice than
if
to
you
go
never
see
even
the,
increase it.
yeah, if you don't increase that, you don't get choice than to go see the another one. And then once you go to another one, you have to see. Then if you just take you to the next one dope like that now. No. You guys take you somewhere you say, you feel like saying
they kind of do that in intention. I
Yes,
remember
sir.
one house where one of the agents carried me. Oh boy, if you see the front of this house it's already flooded. The house is not complete. This one carrying me come. Like I was surprised. What the fuck do I look like? I look like a madman.
That's why I tell this one. I say, boy, I seen they send me pictures first. I say, guy, I don't tell you everything I want, right? You don't see, just no stress me. Man, no stress you. Find me good. When you find out, okay. Amo, I think this is a good place to wrap up for today.
Yeah.
We still need to give adulting tip. Adulting tip of the week.
I
don't get any house related tip, but just try and enjoy life. Problem too much, because even if you don't find the house makes sense. You go see jam new problem. Okay, see, imagine now you don't get house now. House makes sense. This is now we have adjusted to it.
Yeah.
You don't get the house, you don't get anything. Now you define light, they don't give you 24/7 light. New problem now, say how much you pay for the light.
Pay for NEPA bill.
Imagine how say you did that, you get 5 AC, but you dey use fan.
I said, you're right. You get one of my AC, but I never use that AC since. Because it's like, guy.
No point.
There's really no point. For where band.
I remember when they set up house, they look and say,
yes, I have
to buy two horsepower.
Yes.
Put for parlor.
Yes.
But now yeah, the horsepower, but they look each other.
I for not say that. I for not say like use and pay the NEPA bill for that boat.
But yes, you know how much money they pay. It is that choice. So that's it, right? Get problem is finished. So yeah. Even if you for each level another devil.
Yeah.
So the only option we have again is to make the most.
So I think I have a tip. So
Mhm.
I think my adulting tip would be, I think when it comes to housing is, of course, there are different reasons why people move. But when you've gotten to that stage in life where you need to make like a significant move, maybe a life-defining move, something like you're about to get married, or you want to, those kind of things. I think it's important for you to try your best to get somewhere that you're going to live comfortably inside. So it's not written in the property. It's not written in the as much as possible. Try to make inquiry
As much as
not just in the house, in the streets, in the
area.
That's what the area, so that make it no good. They come on.
Remember all the things they tell us we'll move about the area.
We had a lot of things. So. When they move now, you say, for this place, they come back around 12 or 11. Anyway, way they 10 on just date here.
Why enough my house for PH? I say you been there before. But you get time, what's that 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock? And you never come back house. Just be prepare. Once 10 catch you for where you did. Just do where you did. No need. No point. So, because as you go back house, your phone no will fully enter.
So I think it's all of that. So basically, take your time, and so that when you move to your next space, that space, regardless of how long it is, because it's going to be a terrible thing for you to move and you're living a miserable life in somewhere that you
paying so
spend.
much money.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's the end for today.
Yeah.
I hope you took something out of this plenty.
Yeah, this one was not just us ranting.
I just rant. Problems. We don't give them value last
don't
week.
give them value last week.
Rant.
We'll go rant.
Maybe next week we'll give them entertainment. I'll just find
a financial mistake we they talk about.
I'll find one OnlyFans model bring next week.
But why you say OnlyFans? If anybody, we babe can't come next week. Like we say that OnlyFans.
That's not me. Alright, guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, share, drop comments. Let us know what your experience has been with Lagos houses and anywhere it is, basically housing. I know it's gonna be only Lagos get the issue, sure, but
yeah.
so just share whatever your experience has been. Share, let's talk.
Yeah.
That's it, Abby. Episode end like this.
You don't end.
Peace. Keep being adultish.
Yep.